Hello guys, good day and how are you doing today? I hope you're all doing wonderfully well. I welcome you all back to my channel today. I still remain Chisa from Love Quarters and I bring to you today another story which will be interesting to you all. If you are new to this channel, please don't go away. Support me by clicking the subscribe button. Let's build a community together. Today, I bring to you an update to the matter, to the case between Sandra Obi and David Okike that has been trending on social media for the past few days. In case you don't know about this couple, let me briefly summarize what is happening on social media right now before I dive straight into the matter of the day. This lady, Sandra Obi, she is supposed to get married today, being 16th of April, to the love of her life, David Okike. But a few days ago, she called off the wedding after seeing what happened to Sister Osinachi. She said that the death of Sister Osinachi was a shock to her and a clear call for her to make the right decision now that it's still very early. That she had been in a toxic relationship for years now and that she knew that her decision was going to be a shock to so many people, especially in her hometown. That her fiancé hit and abused her at a lightest provocation, just small misunderstanding without minding the condition she is in. That finally she had chosen herself and that she cannot live her life facing domestic violence. That he beats her with belt, stick, broom, and even hammer without minding her condition at any moment in time. And so, with all these reasons, she called off her wedding and celebrated her freedom. This decision Sandra took and posted on her Facebook page brought out so many reactions from people who are already angry and in pain concerning the death of Sister Osinachi. So there were so many reactions on social media. Many people were supporting her decision. Many people were wondering what could be the man's part of the story. However, a few hours later, her fiancé David Okike posted a statement on his Facebook page countering everything his fiancée had said and claiming he never maltreated her, he never abused her violently. He said she was out to tarnish his image for a reason best known to her. He claimed they had been in a relationship for years now and he had been treating her well. He even opened a poultry farm for her, which is doing well. And their relationship proceeded to the point where he had to go and pay her bride price. He claimed she had committed 3 abortions, which he had accepted because she said she doesn't want to have a child before wedlock. He said he respected and accepted her decision because he loves her so much. He claimed after her 3rd abortion that he was pained and they had some misunderstanding, which got to the stage where his mother-in-law got worried whether she would still be able to get pregnant again. But later, when they went for marriage counseling, the church decided that her condition does not permit holy matrimony, but rather marriage blessings. That this got her unnecessarily worked up. She became hostile to him and got angry at every little provocation. That this was the height of her frustration that period. He claimed that it was because she is pregnant. That was why the church had refused to give them proper wedding. Rather, they will be given marriage blessing. That now that she had called off the wedding, he will need to collect his bride price. But according to their culture, he cannot go and collect the bride price, seeing that she is pregnant, until after her delivery. That's when he can go and collect her bride price. Now, the question on everybody's mind is, who is saying the truth and who is lying? Who is accusing who in this case now, and who is saying the truth? Was Sandra actually laying false accusation against him, capitalizing on the situation we found ourselves this period to take advantage of him? Or was he actually lying? Did he perpetrate these acts but was trying to defend himself on social media by denying? So at this point, it is only evidence that can prove who is saying the truth and who is lying. So guys, a few hours ago, Sandra actually posted a new update, a new statement on her Facebook page. She stated in detail what happened and she actually provided some evidences that proved he was actually assaulting her while they were still in the relationship. Please guys, let me read to you word to word what she stated in her statement concerning this matter. David Okike, I am not your enemy. Sorry, I can't marry you. Madam Osinachi Nwachukwu, you did not die in vain. God used you and saved me. I will always remain grateful. I wasn't strong enough to call off the wedding at first. My intentions were, I am already in this mess. If eventually we got married and everything keep being bad, if God wishes, we will go our separate ways. That was why at some point I started fighting for court marriage, which with both the help of our church pastor and my supposed husband's immediate elder sister, he accepted to do the court marriage with me. But the unfortunate coincidence happened. That same day, Minister Osinachi Nwachukwu's death surfaced the internet. It was the same day my supposed husband beat me again mercilessly, and it was his immediate elder sister that even pushed me into their own room and locked the door in order to protect me. I wouldn't expect them to be truthful about if their brother always beat me or not. After all, my supposed husband is their only son, brother. After the beating, I went to my father's house. It was there that my little sister called and was like, Mom said David beat you again. I did not say anything. She went ahead and told me to check the internet that the popular singer who sang Ikweme is dead, and they said she was killed by her husband, just the way David is beating me. She asked me something that made me cry. Sis, do you remember our sister, your own immediate elder sister that died? Have you ever seen her again? She still went ahead to ask me, did you finish university education just to go and die? I bluntly told her I don't have MB, which she immediately shared to me. My heart was shattered, not just only for Minister Osinachi Nwachukwu's death, but for myself, seeing my death and because of what people would say I am trying to walk through. So that night, I didn't sleep. I got everything. I decided that if my supposed husband would be the only man that will marry me on earth, it is better I remain and die single. Already, I went to Obiozara police station to seek for advice. I told them I'm not here to arrest anyone, but I'm so confused and I need an advice. After narrating my story and showing my wedding ivy to about 3 top police officers, and they advised me to leave the village if at all I am no longer interested to marry the said guy. That marriage is not by force. I planned leaving the village immediately, even without telling anyone, not even friends or relatives, because I knew they are going to talk me into staying back. On my supposed husband's post yesterday, he said I had scattered his marriage plans severally, but that's laughable because it was never my fault. In Igbo land, there is what they called freeborn and not freeborn, Ohu or Amadu. According to them, he is not a freeborn, and they cannot give their daughter, who is a freeborn, to him who married for marriage without a fighter. And this whole thing delayed the approval of the marriage. It surprised me that my supposed husband always sounds as if he is not from Igbo land and knows nothing about Igbo tradition. Anyways, because of the love I have for him, I told him not to worry, that I'm going to marry him whether anyone supports me or not. After all, I don't believe in any form of segregation or discrimination. I divided my family into 2 just to be with him. I fought everyone just because of him. I disrespected everyone just to marry him until I convinced my mother to back me up. Thanks, Mom, for always being there for us, for me, and I am so sorry, Mom, that I failed you. Back to the subject matter. After all my fights and I succeeded for the marriage to hold, he turned against me. He kept beating me in any little provocation because he knew I don't have anyone to talk to. After all, at first my family asked me not to marry him. That is against tradition, and I decided to disobey everyone. All my family and friends turned their backs on me. At that point, I don't know who to talk to. All I always do is to call the chairman of our kindred to report to him how my supposed husband has been abusing me. Even when I took in, I will tell him to give me even if it's a little space, like a month before sex, so that I won't miscarry. But he won't. Rather, he will drag with me and end up beating me. He practically caused all the miscarriages I went through by his beating and not even having a common self-control. It was never an abortion, it was miscarriages. 2, and I have my evidence. Please, look into the scan results below from Alex Ikweme Federal Teaching Hospital, Abakaliki. That was the pregnancy that I miscarried last year due to his violence and rage, which he said Teaching Hospital, Abakaliki aborted his baby without his consent. If the hospital have CCTV, it will be recorded right there because it was her eldest sister, Juliana Okike, who accompanied me to the hospital. Why did she accompany me and not my supposed husband? He kept giving excuses. Babe, wait next week, that never finishes. Women,
who had witnessed miscarriages will tell you how painful and heartbroken it is to know that you are carrying nothing and you are still carrying it. My good people, in my own case, my supposed husband kept delaying everything. I kept begging him that even if he doesn't want to go with me to the hospital, that his eldest sister, Juliana Ogike, is a health worker. He should send her with me. After everything, he accepted. Now, tell me, how did I go to the hospital without his consent and do abortion? It was a miscarriage, and only God knows what I went through. Please, it's better for me to live without anyone believing my truth than for me to die proving nothing. This my photo here was taken by his eldest sister, Juliana Ogike, at the hospital with my own phone. Please guys, be kind to my picture. I never knew we are going to sleep over in the hospital that day, so I didn't remember to go there with my wrapper. I've made my decision and there's no changing it. Guys, my supposed wedding day is my survivor day. Happy survivor day to me. Now that Sandra has provided evidences to support her claims, if this is actually the truth, then she did the right thing. She took the right decision by leaving the marriage now before it became too late. Guys, here comes the end of the video for today. What do you think? Did she actually do the right thing? Do you believe her statement? Do you think David will come up with another evidence to counter her statements? Do you advise he let go and change from his ways if he's actually the one at fault? Please let me hear your opinions on the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button and share this video. Do have a lovely day. Bye bye.